But he went and made this post. And when the conversation for reparations came up, people always focus on what it is going to cost. We need to focus on what we are going to gain. All right. This nation can absolutely afford to do reparations. It cannot afford to not do reparations. I make some of these points during a live TV interview on a news station in Charleston. It was probably not the most politically astute thing to do, speaking about reparations during what just for a 4-minute interview where it could not be discussed in all the nuances of the matter. It will probably not win me much support. However, it was the right thing to do.
Candidates. One of the biggest races here in South Carolina is in the 6th Congressional District. That's where longtime incumbent Jim Clyburn is facing Gregg Dixon, Joseph Odo, Michael Simpson, and Duke Buckner. Gregg Dixon is the United Citizens nominee, and he's in our station in our studios this afternoon. Thank you so much for being here with us today.
Thank you for having me, Raphael.
You have a platform of 3 key points that you think people would want to know. Tell us why people should vote for you.
Well, one, I plan to address one of the biggest issues facing our nation, and that is mass immigration, and in particular, illegal immigration. That's having an impact on all of us, even if we don't recognize it. It makes the cost of living sky high because the limited resources we have are depleted because we have 10 to 20 million people who should not be here. We have to address corporations that's incentivizing this, and even politicians who are incentivizing this. My second issue is one of elective abortion. Now, while I do believe that there are some circumstances that call for an abortion, I think in most cases life is precious. I'm not pro-birth, I'm truly pro-life, meaning I care about the children coming here, but also care about them having a system in which they'll have the best opportunity for success as possible. And the first one is probably the most controversial, but it's one that I feel is the right thing to do. I'm not concerned about it being popular or easy. That's reparations. You know, here in South Carolina was the capital of slavery at the end of chattel slavery. And then, of course, South Carolina spearheaded Jim Crow. We have a country where people have fought to do what's right, whether it was abolition, whether it was ending Jim Crow. And now we have to fight for compensating people who were wrong and have never been compensated. America has done that for the interned Japanese, for those exposed to radiation, for Iranian hostages, for Guamanians, for many Native American tribes. If you can do it for one, you should do it for the other.
What is your plan for doling out these reparations?
Well, it will not come from white people. That's a big misconception I hear, that it's punishment of white people. It's not based on race. It's not for all black people. It's only for freedmen, those who are descendants of the people who were actually enslaved and then went through Jim Crow, redlining, all the other horrors. It will be paid in the form of bonds. People will be issued 2.8 million bonds, and they will get paid interest on those bonds throughout a long period of time. That accounts for inflation, which is something which we have to concern ourselves. And once they reach 2.8 million, the debt has been paid, and that's it.
2.8 million times however many millions of freedmen,
yes,
ancestors of freed slaves in this country. That's a lot of money.
But think about all the money we're going to gain. Remember, after slavery ended, freedmen built black Wall Streets, not just the one in Oklahoma. South Carolina had plenty of black Wall Streets itself. We did that with nothing. But the most popular black Wall Street in Tulsa, Oklahoma was worth $69 million, and that was in the early 1900s. So people often look at all the money that's going to be spent. If not money that's going to be spent, it's money that's going to be invested, money that will owe. But think about all the money we'll put into the economy. Right now, with freedmen having the lowest amount of wealth in America, in a nation we were essential in building, we still contribute trillions of dollars to the economy. So think about all we have to gain.
Less than a minute to answer this question, but those are lofty goals, lofty ideas.
Yes.
How do you get them passed as a third party candidate in Congress?
Well, one, we want to build coalitions. A lot of people, not just white people, but black people of all different ethnic groups and racial groups, have not even had the reparations argument made to them. They hear it and they automatically think, oh, you're going to bankrupt the country. Oh, you're punishing white people. That has nothing to do with it. So first is by educating people, because I truly believe that most Americans are justice minded. And when they see that America has done reparations for other groups and they're doing it now for other groups, they will then realize, well, why has it not been done for this group? And they will support it, especially when they see they will benefit from it.
Mr. Gregg Dixon, running for Congressional District 6, thank you so much for being here with us today. Others in that race, Jim Clyburn, he is the incumbent and running for the Democratic Party. Duke Buckner is running in the Republican Party, and Gregg, of course, is Mr. Dixon running for the United Citizens Party. Michael Simpson is running as the Libertarian nominee, and Joseph Otto is running for the Alliance Party. Polls open up Tuesday, November 5th at 7 in the morning.
Hello, hello, hello. I would greatly appreciate it if you can actually support my little small business called Latrice Limited. It is on latricelimited.com. So as you can see right here, I actually sell candles and a wide variety of other items as well. This is my big forehead, okay? But I actually want to show you just a couple of different items that I do sell. This is actually going to be a part of my soap collection that I have. As you can see, I have a variety of different soaps on here. I actually have 2 pages worth of soaps. And everything is handmade, okay, natural, clean ingredients as well. You can also see right here, these are my candles, all right? They're all handmade, everything. Vanilla, sweet roses, sage and vanilla and sweet roses are actually my favorite scents that I do have. I also have a few other items on here. I'm actually going to go and show you all the bath bombs that I do have. As you all can see, there's eucalyptus and sage, sweet pea harmony, and so many more. And then we're just going to finish off on the gift sets that I have. There's a variety of them, from like the big ones like this for $45, and then you have some of the smaller ones, and you have these itty bitty ones down here that includes essential oil blends. Definitely shop with your girl. Definitely help your girl out. I would greatly appreciate it. This is like my little baby over here, okay? I would greatly appreciate it, and enjoy.